Today I would like to reflect about the Holy Family and not so holy families. I read recently that parents talk with their children about 12 minutes a day. And of those 12 minutes, 8 are confrontational. Clean up your room. Get off the telephone. Stop fighting with your brother. 12 minutes a day. 8 confrontational. I checked in the Gospels how many times the parents of Jesus spoke to him, and in what context. The first surprising fact is that Joseph never speaks. Joseph is often spoken to, but he never speaks. He often takes decisive and prudent action, but Joseph never speaks. Many fathers and husbands might identify with that. Mary speaks twice to Jesus. The first time is in today's Gospel, when the missing Christ child is found. Mary says to him, "Son, why have you done this to us? Your father and I have been searching for you in sorrow." Many parents have said the equivalent to their teenager. "Your father and I are in sorrow over you." Genuine concern, but also confrontational. The second time that Mary speaks to Jesus is at the wedding at Cana in Galilee. She says to him, "They have no wine," which is more than a gentle hint to do something about it. Not unlike, "Your room is a mess." Confrontational language. Jesus, in turn, speaks to his parents 3 times in the Gospels. In today's passage, his response to his parents is a challenge. "Why were you looking for me? Did you not know that I must be in my Father's house?" These words of Christ are not docile nor gentle. Jesus did not sass his parents, but he did confront them respectfully. And as a typical teenager, he totally confused them. The second time that Christ spoke to his parents was at the wedding at Cana. In response to Mary's concern about the wine, Christ said to his mother, "Woman, how does this concern of yours involve me? My hour has not yet come." He is establishing his independence from parental authority. Teenagers might note that Christ did grant the request of his mother. The final time that Christ spoke to his parents was to Mary at the cross. Entrusting her to the care of the Apostle John, he said, "Woman, behold your son." These are thoughtful words from a grateful son. There is another encounter between Christ and his parents in the Gospel, when Mary and the relatives of Jesus came to see him, but could not reach him because of the crowd. The disciples told Jesus, "Your mother and your family are waiting outside to see you." Jesus said in reply, "Who is my mother and who are my brothers? Whoever does the will of my heavenly Father is brother, sister, and mother to me." His surprising response places faith above family. He also avoids his mother and family, not unlike teenagers who do not want to be seen with their parents and who avoid family gatherings like the plague, yet realize their need for family. These conversations between Jesus and his parents are typical of dialogue in all families. 12 minutes a day, 8 confrontational. Some consider gospel stories unrelated to our modern life. The name for today's feast might be too sweet. The Holy Family might suggest the imaginary family. Yet what could be more typical than a child getting lost, parents anxiously searching for the child, a failure to communicate? Parents often feel guilty that they must constantly correct their children. Youngsters, in turn, complain that their parents nag them. But there is such a thing as holy nagging, persistently reminding one of sacred duties. Holy nagging. There are moments when confrontational words are needed, talking to and talking back with respect and reverence, at least 8 minutes a day.